Reverend Kazz is a young dynamic preacher. He created a large church with 5,000 members. His congregation was mostly women. So you can see that he dipped into sin, but he praised God. There was a contradiction there. There was a hurt on one side, sin itself. Sin exists. But on the other side, there was joy. And that joy took over from the corruption of his sins. Reverend Kazz learned from his father. His father was a very dynamic preacher also from a small church in South Dallas. That's where the setting is, South Dallas. And he learned from his father. He learned that when you preach to the congregation, you preach to them with will and determination. What is that will and determination? You want to make them listen. You want to make them to do the things that you do. Reverend Divine said, just like Reverend Kazz said, if you speak to your people loud enough, they will think that you are God. So his people became the followers of who? Jesus himself. That was Reverend Kazz. But at night, he was behind the scenes in some motel, some expensive hotel, and he was with the most beautiful women in the world. Perfume is a mist that takes you under its smell. So when you had that spell, Reverend Kazz took that spell into himself. Even though he prayed to God every night and every day, he said, God, please take me from my sins. That traveled him from infidelity to praying for others that have sinned. He met many people. Vanilla, a young prostitute, that he took under his will. In fact, Vanilla's son, Raphael, became his redeemer. When all things failed in Reverend Kazz's life, the death of his wife, his daughter is leaving for school, went overseas, and the contradiction he had with his homosexual cousin who took over his daddy's church. Raphael came and took Reverend Kazz into his arms and said, thank you, Father, for helping me when I was a young boy. Now it's my turn as a man to help save you from sin. You need to serve the people. You need to serve them with all your might, all your love, all the things that you have in your heart. Just being a sexual person is not that. It's saving the people. People who are on drugs, prostitution, we need to save those people, preach to them. We need to help the community, especially the black community. When it comes with crime, you need to deal with crime on a spiritual level, but you need to be strong. My mother was a prostitute. With your help, I became a dynamic preacher. I became love for the people. You have love, but what you want imitation. You want things that's not there. That's not your salvation. That's not your love. That's not your spirituality. Reverend Kazz, you are a dynamic preacher. You need to go back to the pulpit, because Reverend Kazz left the pulpit. You need to go back to the pulpit and get rid of temptation. And you need to tell the people that follows you, because people believe in you. They love you. They want to hear your word. You learn from the best. You learn from Reverend Castaway. You learn from your father, Reverend Kazz Sr. He told you to get rid of temptation, and you were to be the best preacher, the most dynamic preacher on this earth. My name is Skip Shockley. I'm the author of Reverend Kazz Apple. You can buy my book on Amazon and Outskirts Press. Look at the cover. That's the first apple, temptation. She brought the apple to you to eat. So you can read my book and you'll learn about Reverend Kazz.